Many fine goods. Finest orc merchandise.
She needs some hope, some reason to live. Our farm, everything we owned, it's all gone.
You'll hear our story repeated around Rivenspire, I expect. The roads just aren't safe anymore. Bandits from the Orc's Finger ruins hit our farm. They slaughtered livestock and looted the place. We only escaped because we hid. Then we ran. Until the next disaster befalls us. Marion, she lost her necklace. A family heirloom. You look capable. I have to stay with her, get her to Shornhelm. Would you go after these bandits? Try to find her necklace. Thank you for even considering this. Look for us in Shornhelm if you find it. The necklace. It's been in her family for hundreds of years. I think that necklace meant more to her than the farm. Funny name for a dreadful place, isn't it? It's one of those Ayleid ruins you find scattered about the region. The Bitterhand took it over recently. Been using it as a base ever since. Story goes that there was an Orc warrior long ago that came through the region looking for spoils and battle. He met his end in the ruin, dead at the hands of an Ayleid lich. Only thing they found of him? His finger bone. The name stuck.
Keep your voice down. No, we're not married. We've been together for years, but I can never find the moment. And with her broken up like this, well, that moment isn't now.
tusk. I'll show him too old. What's this? Another stranger strutting into my town? Perfect. They'll probably give you the mayor's job. Experience? Phew, you don't need that. Just ask the new constable. Me? No. Why would I be frustrated? 10 years as town constable, and the mayor just up and decides to fire me the other day. Can you imagine? Says I'm getting too old, and the new constable will do a better job. The dung-heap bastard. That's the thing, no one even knows him. Gavindian, that's his name. He and his bailiff sauntered into town last week, and now he's constable? Something smells wrong. Say, think you could poke around and try to find out what's really going on? Sad times when I have to rely on a stranger. But I do appreciate you asking around. The mayor, the jeweler, the miller, they're all acting strangely. There's something they're not saying. I'll be back at the inn if you learn anything. You have to understand, I've known these people for years. Shared drinks with them, gone fishing. I thought we were friends. Then all of a sudden, the mayor fires me. And now no one even has 2 words to spare. To me, that's strange. My drinking? By Moloch, no. I haven't had a drop in years until this happened. I quit a long time ago after I woke up with a skinny little wood elf in my bed. As for today, this is my last drink. Well, maybe one more.
No, I'm not coming. No, I'm not. Don't even ask. I'll come back, but only when Gaylord says it's safe. Yes, that's right. Only when Gaylord says. Gaylord told me to stay right here until then. Gaylord is my friend. He looks after me since my parents died. Gaylord said it isn't safe in town. No. That constable. Gaylord recognized him from Daggerfall. Said he was a bad man. Gaylord went to meet the constable, but never came back. Gaylord went to meet the constable in the constable's new house. Just there, to the south. Used to be the fisherman's house, but the constable took it. The fisherman just went away. I hope Gaylord didn't go away too.
head is pounding. 3 loaves of bread and I'm still foggy. I don't care what happens. Remind me to never drink that rum posset again. You were asking around town, though, about that toothless runt of a constable. Did you learn anything? Hostages? I knew those bastards were up to something. Damn. Constable Gavindian just left here with Lady Mondori. Bailiff Sagabar's still upstairs, though. We should try to get into his room and see what else we can find. Well, I bought this sleeping draft so I could sleep off this headache, but I guess I won't be napping now. Take it upstairs and find a way to distract Sagabar. Slip it into his drink. Then follow him into his room before he passes out.
Look, I have just about Oh, sorry. I thought you were that lecherous bailiff again. He tries to grope me every time I bring him a drink. Gall and pox, of course not. I'm a barmaid, not a strumpet. Besides, I know his type. He may talk sweet, but get him behind closed doors and he turns mean. I try to avoid his kind. What, from looking at my bottom? If I knew how to make him stop, I would have done it hours ago. No, I just want him to leave me alone.
What do you say? You interested in having a bit of a laugh? I developed this little trinket to summon a Banekin. I thought it would impress the Archmage, but instead it got me kicked out of the Mage's College. I was thinking of testing the trinket here. You know, to frighten someone and have a laugh. Here, I was thinking the barmaid. But if you're crazy enough to try it on the bailiff, all the better. Depending on how it works, maybe I'll go into business selling these things. Let's see how it works.
I do not understand why this inn is so popular with travelers. The beds are like rocks and the mead tastes like the sweat of a dog. I will not spend one night more here than is absolutely necessary. She was. I mean, of course she was. Why wouldn't she? She may have been a little intimidated by my good looks and natural charisma, but I'll win her over. I'll go over and ask her to have a drink with me. I'm sure she'll say yes this time. You have quite a figure for a dirty peasant. Come, have a drink with me.
You pig! I wouldn't have a drink with you if you were the last man on Nirn.
What a wonderful spirit you have. Normally someone like yourself would be beneath me. But today, I feel like taking a chance. What do you say? Suddenly, I don't feel so well.
Now that my skull's stopped pounding, I'm ready to crack someone else's. Did you find anything in that Red Guard's room? Do we know where they're holding the hostage? All right, we've got to go get them. That's the most important thing. Did you find anything to explain why Gavendian went to all this trouble? He didn't do it so he could just steal my job, did he? Then maybe I should stay here and rouse the bailiff. My head's clear, but my legs are still wobbly. You go to the old mill and free the hostages, while I drag Sagabar to the stocks. He'll tell me what they're planning, one way or another.
Move to flank!
Praise the Eight. Did you kick that stupid thug's teeth in? I don't know what was worse, being held hostage or smelling that ruffian's breath. What about the robbery, though? Did you stop them, or did they get away with the jewels? You didn't know? That's why they were holding us. Gavendian was waiting for Loraviv Mondori's big amethyst parcel to come in. He was holding the three of us hostage to keep the town in line. Hours ago, that thug Bullzog was actually going to execute us if he didn't hear from that crooked constable soon. You really came just in time. We should hurry into town and see if we can't stop Gavendian.
Damn bastard Gavendian. Did it all for the jewels. And got away with it, too. Yeah, he got me good. I'll survive, but he cut Loraviv's throat. He didn't have to. He just did it to prove a point. I thought I could be cruel, but he is a monster. I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe if I hadn't confronted him, he wouldn't have killed her. At least the hostages are all right. You did your part, and you did it well. We can't let that maggot-eating bastard Gavendian get away with this. Old Sagabar wasn't so tough after he got into the stocks. He told me where Gavendian went, where their camp is. What I want to do is go after Gavendian myself, but that's not going to happen anytime soon, and I don't want him to slip away. If you're willing, then yes. Do whatever it takes. Just put him down. Oh, and retrieve the jewels, too.
There's always a hero in every town. They always come after me, and they always die.
Sagabar and I were just making bets on whether you'd return. Looks like Sagabar's a two-time loser. Did you do it then? Did you kill Gavendian? Thank you. I suppose it will do little to console young Reuben, but at least we can give Lady Mondori a proper funeral. I got my job back. The mayor's even increased my wages. You have my gratitude. By Moloch, you have the whole town's gratitude.
Dark days are upon us, friend. Arkay's foes spread like wildfire. Only his holy relics can save us now. Yes, the legacy of Arkay's saints, imbued with his power. Our sacred mission is to find these relics and use them to stem the undead tide. 3 Knights of Arkay obey my commands. I sent them out to the locations described in our order scrolls, but none have returned. Would you try to find them and bring back the holy relics? Find my knights and bring back Arkay's relics. They're our only hope now against the dead tide. Each knight went to a different site rumored to contain a relic. Rathion went to Flyleaf Catacombs, Edweg to Sanguine Barrows, and Cecibel to Lacrata Ruins.
No sudden moves now.
An undead werewolf took over Camlorn. An undead werewolf? How does that even work?
Go away!
Stay back. I mean it. Need something to ride?
Not sure what's more surprising, that we made it to Shornhelm or that you did. Did you find Marion's necklace? Shows, Bones, you did it. Thank you. With this, Marion will make a full recovery. I know it. May even get up the nerve to ask for her hand.
There's a beast about. Call the watch. Be gone, you foul creature. I'm not talking to you.
Come to do some blacksmithing, eh? open for business.
I beg of you.
A little help here would be nice.
Help me get back on my feet. Spare a coin for the needy.
This work isn't going to do itself.
Down on my luck. Help me out.
There must be some way to get in. There must be. Ah, a fellow student of history. You must be. No other reason to visit these gods-forsaken ruins. Fascinating place, though. You realize this is where King Rancer made his last stand. Still haunts the place, in fact. Yes, the king and all his soldiers. Something happened in the final moments of the battle against the orcs of Hrothgar 15 years ago, and they were cursed with undeath. Their undead forms have prevented anyone from getting in to learn the truth. Yes, well, that's the challenge. I was hoping, though, since you're here and you do appear capable, would you be willing to give me an escort? I just need to get to the central tower. I'm convinced the answers I seek are there. I knew if I came out here and hung about long enough, someone would eventually happen by to help. If I can be the one to determine what happened in King Rancer's final moments, scholars will speak my name with reverence for generations. A good bit, actually.
High King Emmerich's forces have just broken the bulk of Rancer's armies at Markwaston Moor. Some fools actually believe that's where Rancer fell, but that's not the case. He and his most trusted troops retreated here. Yes, Hrothgar was, of course, allied with King Emmerich, and the orcs had already subdued most of the kingdom, including Shornhelm. Rancer retreated here and the orcs surrounded him. The last moments of the battle, however, were lost to history. Rancer was king of Shornhelm, the ruler of Rivenspire during what many consider the high point of its history. He was ambitious, too. That's why he tried to marry his daughter to Emmerich. When Emmerich changed his mind, Rancer became insane with fury. Indeed, Rancer's armies marched on Wayrest. Almost took it, too, but Emmerich managed to strike a deal with the Redguards and the orcs. Rancer's forces were soon beset by enemies on all sides. They were driven from Stormhaven in a matter of weeks. Look at this. You think that's the skull of King Rancer? Maybe he was decapitated.
Think me Rancer, do you? No, I am not the Mad King. I am his betrayer. Enter the past and hear my tale. A traitor's tale it is. Lieutenant, where in oblivion have you been? Those damn sleep scrolls were useless against the brutes. The orcs breached the walls. We're down to just a few dozen men, including the King's Guard. I'm afraid it may be time to surrender. King Rancer just wants us to keep fighting to the bitter end. Seems he wants to go out in a blaze of glory. Can't say I'm fond of that strategy, but the King's beyond reason. The damn mage he had gave him some fool notion he wants us to try. Before he vanished, Rizal Jewel told the king about this last-ditch enchantment that would help us hold the Tor. We're supposed to take these packets of magical powder and pour their contents into the braziers in each of the towers. Kill the orcs? I don't know. What I do know is that this is our last chance, and you're the only soldier I'd trust to even make the attempt. If it doesn't do anything, go up and tell the king. Maybe he'll realize it's time to surrender. Go as fast as you can, Lieutenant. Until we've tried this, the king won't even talk about surrender. We have to get him to come around before it's too late. I don't know what to think. There was a time when I would have followed King Rancer into oblivion. But since Markwaston Moor, he hasn't been himself. It seems his hatred for Emmerich has completely consumed him.
Are you ready for glory, Lieutenant? Our greatest hour is at hand. Those green-skinned beasts think they have us defeated. They'll soon realize how incredibly wrong they are. Have the contents of Regal Jules' packets been poured into the braziers? Not yet, but it will. We will charge the enemy's ranks and they will see what true determination means. I've sent orders for Captain Tyrone and the King's Guard to charge the breach in the north wall. Tell the general to prepare his troops as well. Are you daft, Lieutenant, or just a coward? Don't make me repeat myself. Tell General Datu to prepare the soldiers to charge against the orcs to the south. I will retrieve my sword from the North Tower and join you on the battlefield.
Well, now that the foolish experiment with the braziers has failed, has the king come to see reason? Does he realize this fight cannot be won? Then he has truly gone mad. There's no reason to waste further lives defending this lost cause. King will just have to be restrained. Have you seen Captain Tyrone? She and I should do this together. Damn it. Knowing her, she'll follow orders without question and get the King's Guard killed. You'll have to find Tyrone and convince her to stand down. If she refuses, look for that chest of sleep scrolls and just use one to knock them all out. Yes, it's actually probably best I go alone. At this point, I'll do whatever it takes. I'll give the king one last chance to listen to reason. But if he won't, then I'll just have to make him see things my way.
Have you come to join us for the final push, Lieutenant? We're all that's left of the King's Guard, but at least we'll take a few orcs down with us. As soon as we see an opening, we're charging into that breach down there. The General has no authority over the King's Guard. I take my orders directly from the King. The King ordered us to charge, and that's what we're going to do. It's true that the King hasn't been acting himself. Is General Datu asking him to rescind the order? If the King decides to surrender, he still may have need of us. Very well. I'll delay the charge until we get clarification from the King.
Stop acting like a coward, Datu. I'm your king, and I will lead you to victory today.
Your Majesty, you've clearly lost your mind. I'm sorry, but you leave me no choice. No further lives need to be thrown away today.
Traitor! But your feeble betrayal won't stop Regal Jules' magic. We shall live forever, but not you. I curse you and will scatter your bones. Die, you treacherous dog! What happened to you? Looked like you were in a daze for a few moments. Stupendous. Did you see what happened to King Rancer? Was it the orcs who killed him, or are the rumors true? Was he betrayed and killed by his own soldiers? Ah, General Datu. Of course, I should have known. They say his bones were scattered around the ruins. I suppose this was Rancer's twisted idea of vengeance. Tell me, though, did you learn how we might remove the undead curse here? Then what? Will he rise up and kill the king again? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Take the skull and search the ruins for the rest of the general's bones. If you don't mind, I'll watch from the top of the tower.
Whole again. Meet me where I slayed the Mad King. Perhaps I can finally end this horrid existence. Rancer! Madman! It's time to finish this.
I couldn't agree more. I'll shatter your bones this time, Datu. Strike now!
the years, I've questioned many times whether what I did was right. I wanted to save my soldiers' lives, but I only helped King Rancer spread his curse. Now, whether right or wrong, I am redeemed. The curse is lifted and the dead can rest. Yes, they are at peace. Even King Rancer, I suppose. He was a wise and courageous king at one time, you know. I hope what happened here does not further damage his legacy. That is beyond my control, however. Goodbye, my friend, and thank you.
Sorry, sir, I tried, but no one here is willing to enlist.
It's nice out here. No more crawling around crypts, no more undead, no more really heavy armor, no more preaching about RK. Nope, no more. I'm done. That Edweg is gone. I am no longer in the service of RK. Maybe I'll be Edweg the Traveler, or maybe Edweg safe at home. I bet you were sent to find me, or at least the relic I was supposed to retrieve. St. Marben's fingerbone. Near as I could find out, it's buried up at the top of these barrows. But when I saw the trolls and felt the cold of the barrows on my skin, I said no more. I've resigned. You can get the relic and pass along my resignation to Alvarin.
I know you. Daggerfall, that mad plan to take on Molag Bal. Crazy. Let me ask you, though. If someone committed a heinous crime, slaughtering innocent people and such, could they ever be forgiven? Or should they suffer for the rest of their lives? Because that's the scenario here. I've tracked down a man named Gerard Althen. Althen ordered the massacre of hundreds of innocent people during Rancer's war and then vanished. After 10 years, I finally found him. I just need help bringing him in. I need someone to fight their way into the barrows and find his hiding place. It shouldn't be too hard. One of Althen's old cronies came to help him escape. Trolls got to him, but he must have been carrying a clue to Althen's hiding place. You're smart. Working for the Ring of Daggers has two great benefits. First, we reward our friends generously. Second, we don't worry about trials and laws and silly things like that. Get Althen to Hoarfrost Downs, and he will pay for what he did. You certainly can. I may or may not be obliged to answer, but you can certainly ask. Althen was King Rancer's spymaster and head of security. During the war, when High King Emeric struck an alliance with the Orcs, Rancer went mad. He had Althen round up hundreds of innocent Orc civilians and put them to the sword. Of course, but that makes him no less guilty. The dog that bites cannot blame his master for letting him off the chain. Althen willfully organized the slaughter of innocent people, and he will pay for that crime, no matter how long it takes. We work on a contractual basis. Guards, soldiers, scouts, couriers, whatever the client needs, we provide. We swear allegiance to no one, but work for a variety of interests within the Daggerfall Covenant. Often, even for the High King himself. No, it's not that simple. You can't hire the Ring of Daggers to fight in some silly war or a military campaign. We take contracts for specific tasks, which require a few agents, and we maintain our own chain of command. If you must know, he will die, and most likely it will be a slow and painful death. The contract is with High King Emeric. He hired us to track Althen down. We can bring him in dead or alive. It's our choice. In addition to his crimes, Althen made the mistake of crossing the Ring of Daggers. He tortured and killed the lover of our leader, Copper Diarrhea. All that remained of that man was an eye. I suspect Copper will begin with one of Althen's eyes. I'll be having a drink at the Dusklight Inn in Hoarfrost Downs. I'll wait for you there.
Who's out there? Turen? For you? I don't think so. Who do you work for? The Ring of Daggers? If so, you're wasting your time. You can't get in. And I have enough supplies to survive in here for quite some time. However long it takes until my friends come for me. Turen is dead? You saw him? Oh, God. I needed him to get me out. The door can only be opened from the outside. I don't have enough supplies to last forever. I'll die in here. Of course you will. And then you'll hand me over to the Ring of Daggers. I'm no fool. I am in a bind here, though. Perhaps I can persuade you to have mercy. You should know that, despite my past, I'm actually a very good person now. Well, no. There's a letter in my pack, though. It would give me some credibility. I dropped my pack out in the barrows, but if you'll find and read that letter, I'll tell you how to open the door. And if you still want to turn me in, so be it. All right. I believe I dropped my pack by an altar just north of the crypt. You'll find the letter in there. If you read it, you'll see. I'm a changed man. I've done everything I can to make amends. Please, just read it and come back. You're back. Oh, thank the gods. The walls of this crypt are closing in on me now. Ever since I realized I might die in here. Funny how the mind does that. Did you find my pack, though? Did you find the letter? Very well. I hope it's giving you something to think about before you decide my fate. Regardless, I suppose it's my turn to hold up my end of the bargain. Unfortunately, this door was designed to be absolutely secure against intruders. The door is controlled by 2 levers on either side of the barrow above. As if that weren't enough, you'll need keys to activate the levers. The keys are buried inside the Dorrell and Tamrith family crypts. I am sorry this is so much trouble. Yes, and then I get to find out what my fate is to be. I hope you're really thinking about this. So here we are, the moment of truth. I can now look upon the face of the one who will be my judge. I hope you understand that I am in no way trying to deny my past wrongdoings, nor would I argue that those acts should be forgiven. If you read the letter in my pack, then you at least know that I've done what I can in the years since the war to make amends for the things I did. Even if you decide to hand me over to the Ring of Daggers, I will at least die knowing I tried. No. I prefer you take your time making this choice. I need to get out of these barrows either way. So you can take me to the Ring of Daggers, or you can take me to the other side of the barrows and set me free. It's up to you. I'm yours to do with as you will. Whatever you decide, I will go along. My fate is in your hands. Of course, if there's anything I can tell you to increase my chance of meriting your mercy, I am more than happy to oblige. What would you like to know? Please, don't ask me about that. Anything but that. Ask me about the things I've done since the war. The things I did under King Rancer. They were terrible. Hard to think about, let alone speak of. Please, anything but that. Fine, damn it. You want to know what I did? I'll tell you. When the orcs turned on us, Rancer ordered me to arrest and interrogate all orcs in Rivenspire. And I did. If they resisted or seemed suspicious, I had them executed. There. I know that one can never truly wipe the past clean. And certainly not in my case. But I've done what I can. I've sent gold and gifts to the orphanage in Orsinium, and I've spent years tracking down ancient tomes of orc history for their library. Yes. I've fed stray dogs, opened doors for old ladies, and handed out moon sugar candy to children. That may sound petty, but the point is that I've tried. Well, originally the plan was quite genius. The Ring of Daggers has been on my trail for years, and everywhere I've gone, I've made sure to have a backup plan. When I came to Moira's Hope, I found this tomb, and I added a few safeguards. Well, part of that was the original design of the crypt, but I like that about it. The Ring of Daggers has ways of getting inside a man's head. I worried they might glamour me and trick me into opening the door. This seemed like a failsafe. I'm yours to do with as you will. Whatever you decide, I will go along. My fate is in your hands.
I'm sorry, sir. I tried, but no one here is willing to enlist.
Unacceptable, Captain. Either deliver me recruits or deliver
You
me...
followed through? Excellent. I worried he'd convince you to set him free. Then we'd have had to track down both of you. That would have been unpleasant. Forget that, though. Can't tell you how glad I am to finally have this bastard in custody. You've earned my esteem, my friend, and that's no small thing. You're a friend to the Ring of Daggers now. I have a feeling we'll cross paths again someday. May the gods watch over you until then. Heard you've been trying to make amends, old man. You know what I think? The only redemption for a murderous bastard like you is a slow, painful death, and we're going to give it to you. Get up. You can rot in the stockade for a little while first. Lock him up. Make sure to spit in his face every hour, too.
With pleasure.
What will I do now? Without the Shorenhelm Guard, I'm nothing. I told the General I'm a soldier, not a recruiter. But now I'm to be discharged if I fail? It's not right. I've tried to do my duty, but I can't force people to enlist. Not a single one. Montclair's war has decimated our ranks, and people now see enlisting in the Guard as a foolhardy proposition. I have a few prospects, but they seem to have no sense of duty. I don't know. Maybe my manner is just too harsh. Certainly. I have one prospect who should be simple. Martin Datu. He's in the stocks for Mara's sake, but I can get him released if he enlists. When I spoke to him, however, he was stubborn and rude. Perhaps you could talk to him? I've already spoken with the constable, and he agreed to release Martin if the young man will enlist. I simply can't understand why a criminal would choose the stocks over doing his duty for his kingdom. Because Rivenspire is a mess. Blood fiends roam across the land. Montclair loyalists attack our towns. Need I say more? Yes, but this? Let's face it, this new civil war has taken its toll.
I guess this is what I deserve. Very well. I accept my fate. If you come to poke fun at the prisoner, you'd better think twice. I'll be out of these stocks soon. And then you'll have to watch your back. They may not have enough evidence to hold me, but that doesn't mean I'm not a dangerous criminal. They say I broke into Jerian's ironworks and robbed the place during the night, but they haven't got any proof. Besides, my friend is going to come forward and vouch for me. I was at his house drinking mead all night. And get myself killed? I can't do that. My father went back to the dirt 15 years ago, and my family needs me around. My mother would fall to pieces, and my sister doesn't make enough coin to support herself, let alone the both of them.
Huh! Can you believe that? I heard what Martin said. He's either completely delusional or incredibly naive. He's been a troublemaker all his life, and he's not getting out of those stocks anytime soon. We have enough. We found his boot prints in the mud outside the broken window. He was involved. I'm not sure he was alone, but he was there. In fact, that friend of his, that Olivier, I suspect he may have helped with the robbery. And that's the thing. Olivier said he didn't see Martin at all that night. Some friend, huh? If they weren't such amateurs, though, I don't think the constable would have made the deal with Captain Thayer. I saw you over there at the stocks talking to Martin. Does that fool still think I'm coming to his rescue? He's like a babe in the woods. I told him not to wear those fancy boots. It's not my fault he wouldn't listen. Yeah, so what? I wasn't dumb enough to leave any proof for that constable to find, so I'm in the clear. And don't expect me to risk my neck sticking it out to vouch for Martin. As far as I'm concerned, he's better off in the stocks. Oh, you mean honor among thieves and all that nonsense? I don't believe in such platitudes.
They are going to release me, aren't they? Has Olivier really not come forward? He will. I know he will. Why? Olivier's not going to vouch for me, is he? That backstabbing arsehole. I can't enlist, though. I just can't. I'm just not cut out to be a soldier. And my mother and my sister need me here. That farthing Olivier. I can't believe he's hanging me out to dry. I don't want to rot away in some prison cell. I can tell you now, I am not cut out to be a soldier. Dishonor runs in my family. But you're right. I don't have a choice. I'll enlist.
You've certainly done your due diligence. I really appreciate the efforts, but I had a feeling it wouldn't work. Some people just have no sense of duty, and I guess Martin falls into that category. You did? Excellent. I don't know what you said to him, but I don't care. It's my duty to get new recruits, and you helped me fulfill it. Thank you. I'll have the deputy release him, and we'll get him whipped into shape in no time. You really have the knack for this. While I'm getting Martin released, I wonder, would you be at all open to taking a crack at another one of my stubborn prospects? Her name's Suga. She's got a mouth on her, but she'd make a good soldier. She wouldn't admit it, but I think she's some kind of bandit, and that's why she doesn't think much of the Shorenhelm Guard. She called me some rather rude names. In fact, I lost my temper, but you have more patience. If it was up to me, no. But our numbers are low and we can't be picky. Besides, I'd rather risk the life of a bandit in battle than some poor girl who's never even swung a sword. If you're willing to speak to Suga, she's over by the ironworks.
Damn trash, that's all it is. Let it be known that Jaren's Ironworks sells nothing but dung. They call them swords, but you can't get an edge on one of these blades to save your life. Even the Shorenhelm guards got better steel than this. Oh no, not another one. What's it take to be a recruiter? The inability to understand verbal language? If you want me to write it down for you, I can carve it on your arse. I already told that old sow, Thayer, I'd eat dung before joining the Guard. Bunch of elf-loving weaklings that run around Rivenspire getting kicked in the arse. People I run with, they eat members of the Shornhelm Guard for breakfast. You look tougher than your average guard, but my boyfriend would wipe the dirt with you. Ha! You want to bet on how long you'll last, or whether you just turn tail the moment you see him? Nah, this could be fun, though. Beat my boyfriend, I'll enlist. If he beats you, well, he'll just take your gear and leave your corpse in the road. Just take the road south out of town. That's where we do our business. Don't worry about finding Goveled. He'll find you. Oh, and don't expect a formal challenge. Just be ready to fight. I'll be here if you decide you're too much of a coward. How vile! Is that a piece of Goveled's brain on your boot? What are you, some kind of monster? Only joking around, of course. You beat him, huh? I'm impressed. Nah, that's what that bastard deserves for sneaking around behind my back with that little Bosmer wench. I knocked her off myself. Nope, I haven't got any hard feelings. In fact, I'd say that was the easiest breakup ever. I suppose so. Goveled's gone, and to be honest, I was pretty sick of sitting around down there by the road and hassling people for a handful of coins. I'll give the Guard a try. You can tell Captain Thayer I'll come around soon. What?
Oh well, it was worth a try. I knew she was something of a long shot with an attitude like that. I'd probably have been forced to beat her down every other day just to keep her in line. Maybe it's better that she won't enlist. You did? Being Argonian's aunt, I really didn't think you could pull that off. You missed your calling, my friend. You should have been a recruiter. You can't seem to fail. While we're waiting for Shugo to finally get here, what do you say to taking on the most unlikely prospect of the bunch? If you can recruit this young man, I'll eat my dagger. He's awkward. Julien Riziol, that's his name. He seems like a sharp young man, and he's had a little training. The problem is that Julien is more interested in chasing girls than glory. Some might even say he's pathetic, but he is a prospect. I don't know. I tried to tell him that no girl can resist a man with a few scars, but that didn't seem to sway him. Unfortunately, I lost my patience after that, and now he won't even come near me. If anyone can convince him, though, it's you.
watching you. Going around town, cleaning up the mess that beastly soldier woman created by offending everyone. You must have a golden tongue, getting folks to enlist after that. You won't persuade me, though. I can't leave town. Not now. Because I'm close. I've been courting Gwendolyn for 3 years, and I think I'm finally close to winning her heart. If I leave town now, by the time I get back, she'd probably have married someone else. I couldn't live with that. That would make everything perfect. If I had her love, I could enlist and fight with the strength of 10 soldiers. That's not going to happen, though. It's going to take something special to win her heart. And I haven't a clue as to what that is. Good luck with that. I've been trying to figure her out for years now. I think maybe she just enjoys playing with my emotions. If you can help me win her heart, though, I'll enlist. I'll do anything you want, in fact.
Don't get me wrong. You're very attractive, and I'm sure you're very nice. But I'm not seeing any new suitors. I have my hands full already with that pathetic young man you probably saw standing around outside. It's not that I don't like him. He's brave, kind, and handsome. He's perfectly acceptable. He's just not very exciting. I don't know that I love him. I'm not even sure he loves me. I keep trying to tell him. It's just some childish infatuation. I don't know. I want the feeling from the storybooks. I want my skin to flush and my heart to quicken. I want butterflies in my stomach and to be unsure whether to laugh or cry. Julian just makes me bored. Someone in town has to be more romantic.
The constable and I are taking bets on how long before Martin annoys an officer and winds up back in the stocks. I really do wish him the best, but my gold's on 2 weeks. Why? Are you looking to court my sister too? Suitors have been lining up for months. That Julianne is the worst. I'd be happy to see her wed almost anyone but him. Wait a moment. You're not asking on Julianne's behalf, are you? Oh. Well, in that case, I know. Tell Julian to give her some flowers. She loves flowers. If anything will win my sister over, it's a beautiful bouquet of fragrant flowers.
I've been thinking. Gwendolyn says I don't really love her. It's just some kind of silly infatuation. I think I need to make a grand gesture to prove my love to her. Something spectacular to show her how I really feel. Something romantic, something unique. I know, a bouquet of rare flowers, though I'd need help picking them. Or I could serenade her with a poem. Of course, I don't know any poems. Or maybe a beautiful necklace. What do you think? You wouldn't mind? I'm thinking Dunlane daisies. They're very rare, but they smell wonderful. They grow near the old tower outside town. Just watch out for the trolls and you'll be fine. Give the flowers to Gwen and tell her they're from me.
We have this again tomorrow.
Would anybody help me?
wind whispers to me tales of distant places, of verdant glades dappled with sunlight. Where is this beauty, this wonder? Why can't I go there? What is this strange being standing before me? The creature speaks. My loneliness falls away like the autumn leaf. The wintry shiver of apprehension sets in. Do I dare ask the many questions I have? Do I dare hear the answers? How? When? Why? Why am I cursed with the burden of thought? I'm a tree, but I think, I feel. How? Other trees have no such faculties, do they? I even have memories, movement, walking, a cave, but then nothing. There's something about the cave. It's near. Will you search inside for the answers I have lost?
To witness my sorrow. Dark, cold, dry, worse than death this prison is. But my bindings cannot be broken like a dead branch. There is no escape, no release. Yes, that tree is me. Or rather, it is the life form in which I was the life force. But another came and by foul magics took my place. Merithrin the mage. He cursed us both. No details do I know, only that by arcane ritual did Merithrin pervert the natural order, binding me here and him there. I to lose my body, and he to lose his mind. This I never knew, and Merithrin will not recall. He was a revered member of the Mages Guild in Shornhelm. Perhaps answers are there to this question, or perhaps not.
business with Julian. I don't want to give him the wrong idea. I need time to think right now. I hope you can understand. Please, no! Get them away! Flowers make me sneeze, especially daisies. Does Julian know nothing about me? Didn't he even bother to... I'm sorry, but no. This juvenile obsession Julian's been nursing has gone on long enough. This just proves that we simply weren't meant to be. I do not love Julian, nor will I ever. Please, just ask him to leave me alone.
You gave her the daisies? Was she happy? Did she swoon? What did she say? Tell me! Daisies make her sneeze? Why didn't someone tell me? How could we have missed this? I feel terrible. Now we'll just have to try something else. What do you think? Oh, gods. It's over. No, I can't. What am I going to do? I'll never find another woman like Gwendolyn. My life will be empty. Honestly, I don't know if I can go on. It's like I can feel my heart breaking inside my chest. The guard? I guess. It sounds mad, but you're probably right. I really do want to die now, and it might as well be for a good cause. Tell Captain Thayer I'll be along soon.
Don't feel bad. I knew Julian was a hopeless case. A man who's sick in love is a sad man indeed. I feel sorry for him, really. Enlisting would have probably helped set him straight. I can't believe it. I said I was going to eat my dagger, didn't I? I hope you'll let me off on that one. I'm really embarrassed. Here, I couldn't manage to get a single recruit, and you come behind me and get 3. None that are worth our time. And I'll have my hands full whipping these 3 into shape anyhow. The General's jaw's going to hit the dirt when I march them in. I'll tell him I... All right, recruits. Fall in. I want to see the prettiest march to Shornhelm in history.
Who are you? You don't look like a skeever. By Arkay's beard, it is good to see a friendly face in this evil land. Yes, a tomb held the broken scythe blade that killed Saint Octavian. I hope it helps our cause. I was just about to leave when I saw you enter the ruins. I must return to Alvarin with this relic.
Did you hear that someone purged the corruption from the Weird Tree?
Carry on, my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. Future is yours, the helm in your hands, your sails full with wind at your back. The sun shall rise high in the sky, live forever and never die. Carry on, my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done.
Well,
You've returned. I did not expect this. Dare I hope, though? Do you know the means by which I might be released? Then delay no longer. Any thirst I once felt for life has long since faded. All I seek now is the peace of death. Though I want to despise the mage for what he did, I feel more pity than hate. I hope this gives him release as well. Peace at last.
I remember now. I remember it all. Oh, gods! What accursed thing did I do? The spell! It trapped me in the tree's form. It was a nightmare. Such was the price of my lust for longevity. But now I am released. Being trapped in the tree was a fate worse than any death I can imagine. Though I once did all I could to extend my life, I am now grateful to be granted the peace of death. If you were the one responsible for releasing me, then I thank you.
I rejoice that you still live. Arkay's blessing served you well. Cecibel has returned. What of the others? I feared as much. Alas for Edweg's weakness and the evil deeds of the bandits. Your efforts are greatly appreciated. I have rewards for your bravery and skill in Arkay's cause.
Why will you not listen? Beef-witted beast.
What do you want?
Must I tie a torch to your tail again to teach you? Stupid horse. Does not even know how to do what he is told. I have a good mind just to feed the stupid thing to the dogs. You mean you would actually trade me that for this unworthy beast? If you're willing to do that, you're as dumb as the damn horse. What will you do with him? He's only good for hauling heavy loads, and he's not even much good for that. Ha! You're as crazy as that dog-loving boy Handre. This horse does not want to be free. He would not even know what to do. I will trade with you, but no taking it back. You will feel like a fool when the stupid thing just stands there. Fadil, what are you doing? Wait, no. Come back here, you stupid beast.
my boots when I'm done with you. You send those wretches screaming. Divines must love me. You bested these worms before, didn't you? Thank you, hero.
Kill the creature. It deserves nothing but our blades. Ah, it's good to see you again, friend. And what can I do for the hero of North Point? Most of Lady Leraya's followers fell quickly after you defeated her. But a few of her toughest, most loyal vampires have hidden themselves away like vermin under a rock. We've rooted out a few, but the work is dangerous and slow going. If you're willing to face a few more of these bloodsuckers, I wouldn't turn you away. We've tracked the vampires to 3 different locations. Can you deal with this problem for me?
What? Who? How? Oh. Hello there.
Now look what you did. Your constant blabbering led them right to us.
How is this my fault? And who died and left you in charge?
Loraya, you fool. Now less complaining and more killing. We'll deal with your attitude later.
They found us! Defend yourselves! Lady Lorea! I'm going to rip out your throat and make you pay for that!
I know that look, friend. Is the task complete? Are Lorea's remaining vampires destroyed? Then we are once again in your debt, champion. Here, take this. As a token of our deep appreciation. Now North Point can rest easy. At least as far as this threat is concerned.
They want our souls. Please, help your blood water the earth. Let your souls feed our reaper. Thank you, guildmate.
not the sharpest arrow in the quiver.
screeching. Stupid lighthouse. Stupid bandits. Stupid hag raven. Oh.
Why is everything spinning? My shoes? Oh, let me think. I was walking along the shore looking for mud crabs when a hag raven tried to get frisky with me. She said she liked the cut of my toes. I told her, no, I'm a married man. After that, my memory gets a bit fuzzy. Oh no, my mace! The mace of Dormouse, someone or another. It belongs to my wife. She'll kill me if I lost it. Can you find the mace? Maybe the hag raven has it. I think I remember seeing her head toward our lighthouse. I need to sit here until the spinning stops.
I am so doomed. And it feels like there's a dozen horses dancing the wood elf frolic directly behind my left eye.
It's a family heirloom. Been in my lovely Frederick's family for generations. If I go back to the lighthouse without her mace, Frederick will never forgive me. And her mother, she'll give me that look. Oh, you know the one. The one that rips away your confidence and your dignity and leaves you doubting your very worth to society. That look. The hag raven cast a spell. And that's the only explanation for how the mace slipped from my fingers. Why are you so interested in my bloody shoes? Just please, find my wife's mace. I really can't stand to disappoint her again. You ask more questions than a curious Khajiit. What's to tell? She screeched something unintelligible at me, tried to take advantage of my manly charms, and then cast a spell on me. If she's headed to our lighthouse, my wife is in danger.
Is there something I can do for you? I really am rather busy at the moment. Of course not. Do I look like a monster to you? Let me guess. You met my drunken waste of a husband, Parkier? I'm sure he was remorseful, hungover, and telling tall tales. And he probably wasn't wearing any shoes. He lost the mace of Dumont Belland? Again? And tried to blame a hag raven? I found him last night, drunk as a naked Nord and refusing to listen to a word I said. He ran off, waving the mace and yelling incoherently about mud crabs and his manly charms. Parkier probably dropped it near the river. It's not that far. Just head toward the mountains and you'll run right into it. Maybe you'll find his shoes while you're out there, too. In any event, I'm grateful for your help. And a remarkable pedigree as well. My ancestor, Dumont Balland, carried it proudly into battle. Most notably, it helped him win the Second Battle of Shornhelm. Or was it the Third Battle of North Point? Well, it's oh so important to my family.
My friend! How good to see you again. Did you give the Hagraven a proper thrashing? And did you happen to find my wife's mace? Tell me... My wife? You met the lovely Frederique? What about that feisty Hagraven? I'm sure I remember her saying something about how arousing mud crabs on the half-shell could be, but tell me, did you find the mace? Ah, yes. I was trying to smash a few mud crabs when the bandits arrived. I barely escaped with my manly charms. These don't look like my shoes. Mine had tassels here and a tear there, and more buckles. My shoes definitely have more buckles, but thank you for finding my wife's mace. I wish I could have been there with you when you took down that Hagraven.
There's my brave warrior, as barefooted as the day I met him. Do you remember
There you
anything
are,
from
my
last
sweet.
night?
I battled a Hagraven last night. Or was it a mud crab?
Yes, dear. Of course, dear. And what did I tell you about wearing shoes? You promised you'd put them on whenever you left the lighthouse.
So, I thought that maybe you were my wife. I got back from my job at the cemetery, but she wasn't here. Bad news. Has something happened to my wife? To poor Nadafa? Well, spit it out. I can handle it. Tell me what happened to my wife. Yes, you're right. I know you're right. I need to think about this. Please, just leave me alone.
Did you hear that someone purged the corruption from the Weird Tree?
What do you mean, that's enough?
Somerset's days of isolation are over. You ought to visit someday. You'll never find him. Somerset's days of isolation are over. You ought to visit someday. You'll never find a more beautiful land in all of Tamriel.
Took his head right off.
We still have room if you expect to travel. Of course.
I saw the keeper in town not too long ago. He looked
Didn't you hear? The hatching almost didn't happen.
I see why he's been upset. If all those unborn withered away, unthinkable.
Yeah!